Hello, hello, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today we had a 60-degree day, so any and all snow remnants left in my yard, that's the neighbor's yard, not mine, other than this ice chunk here, which is one of the last things to always melt because it's right in a spot where the sun does not shine. LOL. So yeah, but I wanted to walk you around and give you a look at everything. I have planted everything in my yard. So, and I planted everything already for a reason. Yes, it is April and we will get another snowfall. That does happen. We always get a surprise snowfall. So we will have one more coming, but there's a reason I'm not watering. I just put the seeds in. It's a new experiment that I'm trying. Conditioning your seeds to be ready to grow. I was reading quite a bit about it and watching some videos from some people, so I decided to give it a try. Well, last year I'd already planted all this basil in here because I had just snapped the heads off the basil plants that were in here and buried them in the dirt. And then I've got that lettuce in here, which again hasn't been watered, and none of it should start growing yet. And here are those radishes. Again, I haven't watered them and they shouldn't be growing yet. Here I brought the leeks that were inside out. This is a popcorn. I had planted some popping popcorn just to see what happened. Obviously nothing. And then for some reason my cabbage and leeks got mixed together, but I brought all this stuff out to harden it off and give it a chance to see if it'll survive. And there I have prize head lettuce. And again, guys, nothing has been watered. I won't start watering anything for a good week or two, probably a good week, because I don't want, my camera thing is sliding, okay. Because I don't want to start encouraging things to start popping up yet, because we will get one more frost. So, and we'll probably get our frost in the next week or two, probably in the next week. So I don't want to have anything popping out of the soil yet so that it ends up getting killed. Alright, anyways, licorice, basil. These are going to be large red cherries. Of course, there's no seeds in there. I haven't done anything into that yet because that has the tomatoes inside growing. This doesn't have anything in it because I'm going to be getting a pepper plant from Hildebrandt. This is the red onions. More red onions. This was all those basil last year that was up by my grill. And then in front of it, this little thing, I've got tons of marigolds in it. Here, as you can see, around the outside, I did a circle around the outside and then a big spot in the middle filled with marigolds. Over here in the front, this is that thing last year that was a pathetic wannabe of herbs and stuff that didn't do much. As you can see, I've pulled the soil out. I had pulled back all the bricks. I returned it all over and added some new stuff to it. And I know I have flags in it, but I haven't planted them yet. I wanted to get this recorded before the sun went down. I will be planting seeds in here. This is gonna be beans. I've grown lots of beans in it before, so last year didn't go anywhere, so I'm planting beans in it again this year to hopefully get more beans out of it. Back here is a big giant mess of papers and stuff because we've been having some new people in the park and they have no respect for nature. And I've been picking up garbage, and what really makes me mad is liquor bottles. Alright, this, because it was so close to that nasty melt pile, I'm not growing anything edible in here whatsoever. This is just flowers, and I'm not keeping any of the seeds from the flowers that pop up. This is nothing but seeds. Flowers. I'm not even sure what or if anything will pop up and grow. It got so covered in nasty stuff. Alright, side of the house. I have marigolds planted in to the wood chips, and the wood chips have like broken down massively over the winter, because last year this was fall, it was covered up to here in wood chips, and the wood chips have broke down that much. So I planted marigolds in there because there's going to be a ton of beautiful dirt and soil underneath of there, so we'll see what happens. Then I have my Thai basil. I have mixed carrots in here. I have Shantae carrots in here. Those are those. Oh, I didn't mean to put Shantaes. Oh, I hope the Shantaes will be able to reach all the way down to the bottom. Oops. I might have to redo that pot. I meant to put the Parisian carrots, which are those little itty bitty tiny ones that look like a little ball. And they were, oops. See, even I mess up. Well, I think I'm just going to leave it and find out what happens. Then I have parsley. And then I have those Parisian carrots I was talking about. And then I have a mix of the rainbow mix, which is like the yellow and the purple and the white carrots that will be growing out of here. Nothing in here yet. That was where a pot was sitting. I think I'm going to be planting some, this is all the dead tomato roots that I pulled out of all my pots. I think I'm going to be planting some marigolds in there. And then basil, and then bunching onions, and then more of those Parisian carrots, more bunching onions, triple curled parsley. All of or most of all my pots along the side here are herbs and spices. I'm only growing tomatoes in this side on one thing. We'll get to those. Okay, here is my dark green parsley. These are some Baker Creek seeds I had. These are some Baker Creek parsley. I think it's flat Baker Creek parsley, so I stuck them in there and I labeled them Baker Creek so that I know, because everything else is M.I. Gardner. And then I have M.I. Gardner chives. And then I'll be planting tomatoes in here, and I have those inside. Of course, you know, all my tomatoes are inside. I just threw some parsley in there just to find out what would happen. We'll see. And then here is oh, my sweet basil. I had a few sweet basil seeds left, so I threw some sweet basil in there. And I have flat parsley in here, and then I have some Baker Creek parsnips. I tried to grow them last year, wasn't successful. I think it was because it was in the smaller pots, but these ones are in bigger pots, so we'll see what happens. I have triple curled parsley. I have, I believe this is Thai basil. Let's find out. And this is, yep, Thai basil. And then this is licorice basil. Now remember, it's just seeds in here at the moment. Nothing's been watered, and I'm not going to water anything for a little bit. That doesn't have anything in it. I'm hoping to transplant a marigold in there once I get a marigold that's big. And then globe basil. And let's take a walk back here. I ripped a bunch of stuff out of this back bed from last year. And I got weeds popping up. Let me pull these out. Okay. In here I've planted a bunch of leek. And I'm going to be building an edge around it. And then moving the stuff from the back to the front around the leeks as the leeks pop up. And then that one I haven't decided what I'm going to do with yet. And those little guys back there I haven't decided what I'm going to do with yet. I didn't get much out of them last year. I don't know what I'm going to do with them this year. Okay, here are the German Johnsons I'm going to grow. Again, there's no tomatoes in them. The tanks are just sitting and waiting. Same with the Amish tomato paste. I'm going to have Amish tomato paste in here. And again, they're just sitting and waiting. Now, over here is my mint. Ooh, did it finally detach? Sweet. Okay, I have my mints. This stuff here looks, oh look guys, Look, 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 I have baby mint popping up. Oh, I'm so excited. Yep, my mint is gonna survive. Look at this though. That literally survived green all winter. I'm gonna come out here and do some major trimming to get all this stuff off and pulled back so that it can have a chance to grow and burst and become big and healthy again. And then over here I have some strawberry mint. Did it survive? Look guys, it survived. Yes, my husband's gonna be so excited. We have strawberry mint coming in. Woohoo! And then I'm gonna be picking up some more mint plants at the Hildebrandt market and planting more mint in here because I want to turn this entire bed into one giant mint bed so my husband can just tear up as much mint as he wants. This is that big potato patch last year that was turned out pathetic, but I'm going to be planting a Three Sisters garden in here this year and I'm hoping it turns out better. So, and right now my whole yard just looks icky and dead because it's, well, that time of year. See back there, we still have people with giant piles of snow. Giant piles of snow. See, some of these people wouldn't have giant piles of snow if they had done the chipping like I did. And then my big Amish tomato paste tank, at the back of it I put some lettuce seeds just to see if the lettuce will grow up and be healthy behind the tomato plants, and if I can pick it all year long from behind my tomato plants, and if the tomato plants at the front will help create shade. So here's to hoping. All right. And then, oh, my yard looks so dead and icky. I hate this time of year. All right, and then over here I have got carrots planted. Oh, no, not yet. I don't have anything planted. I will have carrots planted in here. And then in here I will be planting lettuce as soon as this is done melting. Now I'm going to be planting lettuce in here because this is a nice, cool spot. My compost bins are starting to break apart and leak down nicely. That has fallen tremendously since earlier this winter. You saw it. This is why I poured that tea in there that I made, because I wanted to give, I mean, this was like way up here just a week ago, 2 weeks ago when I poured that thing in, and it has fallen that much from that much eating of, and I can feel the heat on the side here coming off. This pile here, generally this here is like way up to like our trailer. This is got the same thing going on over there generally that goes on here. This is the dark hidden spot, but you can tell the warmth. You can see where the warmth of the compost bin is melting the snow from the compost bin out. It's really cool. That's why I do it. Alright guys, just a quick fast walk around on everything that I have started this year. This is my daughter's flower bed. We'll have to see what happens with this. I moved plants aside. I've got a row of marigolds here, a row of marigolds in the middle, and a row of marigolds there. And I put the rocks in there to try to prevent some of that weed popping that goes on. But we'll see what happens, guys. Alright, everyone. Thanks for coming along on my walk around showing you all the different stuff I'm finished planting. Now we're just waiting for it to be warm enough for me to start watering on a regular basis to start the encouragement of my plants growing. Oh, I've got to come out here with a broom, sweep all these trees here. See this? These are hundreds of tree seeds. I pull these out of my garden beds. I'll be pulling them for the next month, pulling the plants as they pop up out of my garden beds. If I lived in the country and I owned this property and was allowed to go ripping trees down, I'd rip out that tree, well, 4 trees, and the other tree around the corner, here I'll show you. That one there, and I'd rip out that big one there too, because those are the trees that keep dropping these ridiculous amounts. I mean, look at that, just piles of these stupid seeds everywhere. So, and literally, I mean, this is nothing but these seeds and the leaves from the tree. So if this was my property, I'd rip out the trees, but it's not my property, so I can't rip out the trees. Alright everyone, thanks for coming along, and we'll see you in the next one. And remember everyone, stay positive.